Nine Flames Sovereign Chapter 38, Han Ru. Han Feng suddenly choked and rolled his eyes. You are ruthless. Yes, I have broken through, and I am the pinnacle of the fourth main vein. Maybe before the trial begins, I can break through again and step into the fifth main line. How? Han Lin's face changed, and finally he couldn't help but explode. Fuck. When Han Feng and his group went to the training ground of the Han family, there was also a group on the other side. The general training venue is the training venue for Han's young people aged 15 to 20. Today is a special day. These young people have been on vacation, but a small number of them stayed here just to watch today's competition. Among the 7 or 8 young people, a young man in a blue shirt touched his chin. TSK, today you can watch my little sister show off. Another young man laughed and said, it is estimated that Romay has opened up the 7 main lines now. You are still Romay's brother. Compared with Romay, you are a fart. The blue shirt youth said angrily, don't just talk about me, how much better are you? At least I have entered the late mortal stage for a period of time, the attribute infuriating energy has been concentrated almost half, you have not even 1/10 concentrated. Ahem. Calm down. The young man looked embarrassed. Soon the young man sighed, your sister is amazing. She is less than 15 years old and has already opened up 7 points. It is estimated that she will be able to enter the late stage of the ordinary stage before she is 15. When we reach our age, maybe we will enter the human level. People are better than people. It's really annoying. The blue-shirted youth's mouth curled. Don't look at whose sister it is. A stinky face. This blue-shirt youth, called Han Gang, is Han Ru's own brother, Han Feng's cousin, and the son of Han Tianli. The other young man is a collateral child called Handi. The other young people smiled and watched Han Gang and Handi chatting and farting, but did not participate. Some of them are collateral, and some are the sons of slaves, but they have one thing in common, their cultivation level is not high. When they were 15 years old, they only opened up 1 or 2 main lines. Now 2 or 3 years later, they can get through 4, 5 or 6 lines. In terms of status, it is far behind Han Gang and Handi. Han, I suddenly said, don't just talk about your sister. I heard that your 2 cousins are also good. Han Lin hasn't said anything, he has been doing well. This Han Feng is now very famous. In just over a month, his strength has surpassed Han Lin. This kind of strength development speed is not comparable to your sister. Han Gang's face faded obviously when he mentioned Han Feng. Han Gang thought of his father Han Tianli a few days ago and asked him to treat Han Feng well, so he couldn't help but curl his lips. Handi saw this and couldn't help but persuade, I know that you have always had a bad impression of Han Feng, but the things of the previous generation can't involve the next generation. In other words, it is your cousin by blood. Furthermore, now our Han family values Han Feng very much, why bother? Han Gang opened his mouth, and finally said nothing. After all, it's all jealousy. Even Han Lin has a lot of jealousy in his heart. This is because Han Lin was saved by Han Feng, let alone Han Gang. Stop talking, Instructor Lin and Instructor Mu are here. A young man next to him whispered. Han Gang and Han I immediately stood up straight, looking proudly at the approach of more than 20 people from both sides. It's Han Gang, this is Han Ru's relatives. Han Gang is already a master at the later stage of the Fan Order. It is said that the attribute Qi has been concentrated in half. I don't know when we will reach that point. Well, although we are the elites of the Han family, the people standing next to Han Gang were not elites at the beginning. They have opened up 1 or 2 main lines, but now 2 or 3 years have passed and only 5 or 6 have been opened up, the bigger the gap between us and those geniuses, when we reach Han Gang's level, at least 20 years away. In our lifetime, it would be nice if we could reach the level of Instructor Lin. Everyone talked a lot, including the other side. The late fan level stage is still their envy. Of course, there are also a few calm faces. Instructor Lin's side, Han Feng and Han Lin are the same, Han Rong is slightly better, but the others are not enough. For Han Feng and Han Lin, the level of Han Gang is not so remote for them. Especially Han Feng, as long as the level of the Nine Flames different fire art is raised, and there is enough spiritual refining, it is possible to directly break through the human rank in a short time. Han Gang and Han Di enjoyed the worship of most people, very proud. In the general training ground, they can only be regarded as the top, but not the top. The top-notch existence has either already reached the peak of the post-mortal stage and only one step into the human stage, or is already a human-level master. For example, Han Mo. Han Mo is definitely the first person in the Han family under the age of 20. He is only 19 and is already a human-level 1-star master. According to rumors, it is likely that he will soon break through to the human-level 2-star. A strong candidate for the late personal level. Even, with the help of corresponding exercises, many Han families believe that Han Mo also has hope to enter the profound stage. In the general training ground, the two of them could not receive such admiration. Han Feng followed instructor Lin, and soon saw a 30-year-old woman on the other side swiftly taking 10 girls into the general training ground www. Well, novel. One of the 10 girls was headed with a calm face. His face was cold, with a long ponytail, which made people feel cool and not close. Han Ru. Han Feng whispered. The younger generation of the Han family, Han Feng is most uncomfortable with this Han Ru. This Han Ru can be described as extremely arrogant in his bones, and contempt for Han Feng to the extreme. Han Mo is better. After all, he is 19 years old and he is an adult. His way of thinking is different from when he was a child. Although it is not very good for Han Feng, he can pass it. Han Feng and Han Gang are simply ignored. But this Han Ru would have to ridicule a few words once he saw it. If Han Feng hadn't deliberately avoided Han Ru could say even worse. Han Ru noticed Han Feng with a plain gaze at this time, and immediately showed disdain, and whispered a few words to a few women around him. These girls looked at Han Feng with sympathy. Han Lin said bitterly, Han Feng, this year is really overwhelming. There are 2 people who are equal to me and Sister Ru. There are also many who have opened up the 3 main veins. I think this time I can enter the front. 10, we boys have 3 or 4 at most, or even less. Han Feng shrugged, we can just work our own, not so much. I lost this time. I don't think it's a bad thing. It just stimulates some elites on our boys' side. Han Lin paused and nodded, yes, our boys' competitiveness is too low, so the cultivation level of each one is not high. Last time I saw the group of Chang's guys, they were a higher grade than us as a whole.